early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Human Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Bringing it back. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Durham. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Running back searching for a hole.
And if I'm the running back, I'm like, listen, hold on. Can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
To the air on 2nd down. He rifles one deep to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tulane. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Back to throw, it's Fafita. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that foot.
Oh, he's got some space. The tag. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Tulane now facing third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Starting to feel a little pressure. The short hands, it's Green. And they're able to make the tackle. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That's reeled in. It's Durham. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. To the ground with the back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tulane looking for the 4th down conversion here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time. But how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop. And make the big interception.
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give on the inside. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 50.
Breaks into the open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Makes the catch, it's Anderson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curve.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Green. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big thing.
There he goes. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. The quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Quickly to the tight end. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Line getting set on second down. Gives it on the option. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Fires to the right. Another incompletion on third down.
And you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Fafita. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
And the quarterback just not on the same page with his wide receiver there. Receiver just not able to get to that pass on the perimeter in double coverage.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Fafita. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Anderson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Fafita. Fires to the middle. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Pulls it in, it's Cobb. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long, you've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Grant behind the line, it's Cobb. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength. There.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Hey, whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We've got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Throws to the wideout. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to turning it on. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Finds a tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Davidson. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On the run, still looking. He'll throw it. Oh, it goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Green Wave!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slipping out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
All alone, he's got it. Breaks into the open. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Berry. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's going for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Looking for more room. At the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. They'll send the tight end in motion. On fourth down, going to the air. Looking to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in. Turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Runs through the tackle. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Caught in the backfield. It's Reed. Powers through the defender. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Things have not gone the way they planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Snap it to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Oh, what a move. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. There he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it. Trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Got a man, it's Hayes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Grab near the sticks. It's Reed. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Wants to throw again. Looking left. Zips it out to his man. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Tulane just a few inches away might take a shot on second down. They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Going right and going deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Makes the catch. It's Anderson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said, "Don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain."
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That is how you rise to the occasion late in the game. Your defense had to come up big, had to get the offense the football back. They're trailing by a little bit. Now, let's go make this thing even more special.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And what a great job by the linebacker that time. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, sitting in zone coverage. QB stared his target down. Not only does he pick it off, but he shows you the athleticism, taking it back all the way for a touchdown.
Tulane, 17.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
He wants a big play here late. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Great play by the defense, and they're expecting this, right? In a 2-minute situation, they've got a 2-possession lead. They got a lot of DBs out on the field, and everybody's eyes are just on the quarterback. They're all seeing it thrown, and they're breaking on the ball, and they come away with a nice interception.
Great place to start for this offense. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
The give to the lone running back. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And ball security is job security. You give the ball to your running back. You give the ball to your playmaker. You expect him to take care of the football, especially in these situations. All we're trying to do is run clock. Get that thing. Get out of here. We got the lead by 2 possessions. Try to find a way not to do what we...
He's going to let it go. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. Now they'll run it on the toss. Picks up the 1st down. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team just